Hi, I'm Marcus Jackman. I'm the pastor at Copper Hills Church in Harriman, Utah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if these devotions are an encouragement or blessing to you. It lets us know how well we're reaching and serving our community here locally in the Salt Lake Valley and further abroad. This is a map of rest areas and rest stops in Utah, our new home. As a family on a long trip, my new rule for us is if we stop for gas, if we stop for food, if we stop for one person's bladder, it is a mandate now that we all empty our bladder. We all hit the restroom. We take the dog. I don't care if you don't have to go. I don't care how large or small of a drink you had and how long ago. We're all going to the bathroom. You're going to try. I'm not going to manage 5, or if we have the dog, 6 bladder sizes and differing schedules. No, thank you. We have to arrive together at our destination before Dad goes crazy, and we are united. So I say, hey, we all are in this together. Rest stop, it's all of us. Let's work together. That's not entirely unlike, well, it's a lot unlike, but there's an analogy here if you stick with me. There's an analogy here for the people of God. Yesterday's sermon, we looked at Joshua chapter 1, and the Reubenites, Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh were commanded, even though they had received their land, they were commanded to send their fighters across the Jordan River with the rest of the people of God to fight for their inheritance. Joshua 1:14 and 15 says, "All the men of valor among you shall pass over armed before your brothers, and you shall help them," meaning you will be in the fight with them, "until the Lord gives rest to your brothers as he has to you." The work of entering the promised land, the work of entering into God's provision and loving inheritance for us is a group project. We have from the wrong era, but the right image is the Roman testudo or tortoise formation where they locked shields. The God's people are to enter the land together, not leave a few tribes behind, even though they've already gotten their land. We're not resting. Nobody stops until everybody has rest. In the same way, like you're on a road trip, if we're stopping for one person's bladder, we're all going to use the restroom. We are in this together. We fight alongside each other, and we fight for each other. So for you and for me here in the New Testament era, knowing that Jesus has acquired the inheritance for us, and there's no more fighting in that sense left to do, nevertheless, entering into the land is like entering into faith, is entering into resting in Jesus. And growing in that faith is a group project. In North American evangelical Christianity, we have a very strong sense of individualism. Not all of that is bad, but some of it can lead us to forgetting our obligation toward each other. Where is the Lord calling you to bless, serve, support others' growth in grace? If you're being fed, if you are full, if you're getting what you need, great. But until we all have rest, none of us rest. If one of us has to stop, we all stop. When we get impatient with others in this regard, because it calls for a lot of sacrifice, we need to remember that Jesus himself came and shared our lot. Jesus came into this life with us, incarnated in the flesh, and he was patient with us. He abides with us by his Spirit. He did not abandon us, and he calls us to enter the rest of trusting in him together. Go in the rest and trust of Jesus today. Go alongside your sisters and brothers and ask the Lord to show you, whom shall I support? How shall I make this more of a group project for my church, the church as a whole, the believers that are in my fellowship, and for the unbelievers that are yet God's called people? How shall I witness to them as if their maturity and their growth in grace was important to me, as if we were one together? Bless you today.